Something I learned about emotional regulation and money was when I was a high school dropouts instructor and I was teaching students how to get their GED. And the name of the game, I realized, was not that, they knew the content, they knew the materials, but the problem was they would get so stressed and overwhelmed by the test, understandably so, because I don't know if you've ever taken the GED, but it is the dumbest fucking test ever. Most standardized tests, like learning how to take a standardized test, is a separate skill. Understanding the knowledge and the content on the test and taking the test are two different things. And most people are not taught how to take a standardized test, especially not a high school dropout. So then they get all stressed and overwhelmed because they're like, oh God, I can't do this. I'm going to fail. I'm not going to be able to graduate high school. Like, it's high stakes. That's some high stakes shit. And what I realized as a teacher was like, if I could just teach them how to regulate their emotions, most of them could pass the test. I didn't have to actually teach any content, and like it made my life and their life a lot easier. And plus, it's a way better skill to learn. So what does this have to do with money? It's the same thing when you're put in front of a budget. It's like most of us think that we need to learn financial literacy and that like we're missing financial literacy skills. It's not. You guys, most of budgeting is fourth grade math. Most of any financial stuff is something we learned in fourth grade. The problem isn't that we're bad with math and that we're bad with money. It's that money is such an emotionally triggering experience for most people that we literally cannot think straight. Like, if you want to know the neuroscience behind it, when something happens in our environment that triggers our nervous system to say, hey, I think there's a threat here, and then it decides, yes, this is a potential threat that could kill us, we go into a part of our brain called the amygdala, and that's at the center of our brain. And that the job of the amygdala is to ask one question and one question only. Is this going to kill us? We see a budget, we see a bill come in the mail, we look at our bank account, and that part of the brain is now driving. That's not the part of the brain that you can do math with. It's not the part of the brain that you think about the future with. That part of the brain, its job is to keep us safe, aka the same. Okay, so whatever financial behaviors you are currently doing, you will not be able to change in that state because it is literally the job of the nervous system in that state, in the fight or flight response, to keep doing the same things. Now, how do you break out of this? This is the emotional regulation I was talking about teaching my students. And there's a lot of different things you can do to regulate your emotions, okay? But the most simple, TikTok-friendly way I can describe this is the easiest, fastest way to get the blood to flow from your amygdala to your prefrontal cortex, which is what you need for emotional regulation, planning for the future, impulse control, and complex decision-making, is to start to observe aspects of your objective reality, not subjective. Subjective is like, I'm dumb, I'm poor, I'm not good at this, I'm broke. Those are all subjective things, right? You can't measure it. It's a story you're telling yourself. That's the amygdala. To get to the prefrontal cortex, you need objective observations. Like, this coffee cup is 8 ounces. This chapstick has a green wrapper. Like, this headphone case is the brand Beats. I broke 3 out of 5 of the nails on this hand. Like, those are objective facts. And if you can start to do that with your financial situation of like, I have $500 in my bank account, I have $600 of bills due, therefore I need $100 more to pay my bills this month, then it's like it gets the blood to pull to the front of your brain. Anyways, long story short, I know I'm rambling on here. I have a webinar that I'm teaching on July 14th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want me to walk you through like in depth, like how I actually do this, what some of the emotional regulation techniques are, how to get out of your amygdala and into your prefrontal cortex, I will go through all of this, everything that I've learned in the 10 years it took me to break out of poverty from $10 an hour to $150,000 a year, escaping homelessness, studying neuroscience, all of it, dude. I'm going to compact it into 90 minutes. And no, it's not free because people who pay attention. So I hope to see you there. The link is in the bio if you want to learn more and are interested in signing up.